AP Pre-Cal, it's Miss Kosh. I think this is the third or fourth video I've made today. I was sick yesterday, so any mistakes I make, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, I do the best I can. Okay, the first video looked something like this. The second video looked something like this. And here's the next one. We're looking at AP sections 3.2 and 3.3, I think, and I based these questions off of questions I found on AP Classroom. Okay. So, number 11, angles A and B are in standard position in the XY plane. The measure of angle A is pi over 4 radians. Okay, so here's pi over 4. And the measure of angle B is 3 pi over 4. Okay, so it's something like that. The terminal rays of both angles intersect a circle centered at the origin. Well, that's good. If it didn't center at the origin, we'd be kind of screwed. Anyway, sorry. And with a radius of 3. Okay, so we're looking at, and it says, what's the distance? So here's our circle. Ish. Oh, well, I've done worse. Okay, our circle has a radius of 3. And so this is also our value equals 3. And they're going to have, so if we're in the pi over 4 family, we said in the last video that it's the x value is equal to r cosine theta, and the y value is equal to r sine theta. Okay, pi over 4 family, on both of these, it's root 2 over 2. So this new point becomes root 2 over 2 times 3. So 3 root 2 over 2. And then they're both positive in quadrant 1. Oh, you guys, I think I'm going to sneeze. I was sick. Okay, in quadrant 2, it's the same circle, it's the same family of angles, 3 pi over 4. But now our x value is negative. So it's a negative 3 root 2 over 2 and a positive 3 root 2 over 2. Okay, those are the coordinates. So then they say, what's the distance between them? Well, the convenient thing, it's very convenient, is that if I had drawn this correctly, you'd see it better. But the convenient piece is that they're on the same y value. They're on the line y is equal to 3 root 2 over 2. So all I need to know is basically how far is this one from the x-axis? I lied, that's the y-axis. Oh, my. And then double it because it's the same distance on the other side. So that was a very convenient way, a clever way for them to ask the question, but the distance is going to be 2 times, sure enough, 3 root 2 over 2. And so the final answer, what is the distance between the 2 points of intersection? The distance is 3 root 2, whatever my units are. Cool? All right, let's do this last one. In the xy plane, angle BAC is an angle in standard position with a terminal ray AC, which intersects the circle at whatever. Okay. So here's the initial side. And it intersects at a point negative 24, positive 7. I picked those numbers on purpose. Does anybody know why? Okay, well. And so here's the terminal. The terminal side to that ray is where it ends. They told us that it's, I'm labeling maybe a little more than I have to, but it's angle BAC. And then here's the point C. It intersects the circle. I'm too lazy to draw the circle, but so here's the circle, whatever. At this point, negative 24, positive 7. Okay, so on these problems, we always want to keep our radius positive, because then all this, if we use positives and negatives for x and y's and keep the radius positive all the time, then sine, cosine, tangent, secant, cosecant, cotangent, all of it works out beautifully. Okay, this one, I picked these numbers in case you didn't figure it out because it's a triple. So the numbers that are really convenient to work with are 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. Those are Pythagorean triples. I had a kid, I think her name was Liz Davis, 21 years ago. She put this to a song, and she would sing 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. My musical training is not vocal, and I have been sick, so my apologies, but there you go. So I picked those numbers because it's a triple, and it works out nicely. So here's this hypotenuse will be 25. So then they say find sine of theta. They say find cosine of, by they I mean me, tangent of theta. And then they say the slope of the terminal side. So they're wanting to know what's the slope of that line. We can see it's negative, but okay, whatever. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is negative 24, is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. I tend to put the negative on the top or the side and not the bottom because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. Yeah, I know it was at the bottom, but whatever. And the slope of the terminal, whatever, I'm too lazy to write it, is negative 7 over 24 because the slope and the tangent are, the slope of the terminal side of the angle is equal to the tangent of the angle. If we have already gotten to this point, we know that the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. I'm not sure if we've made it this far yet. I don't know that they're going to ask this question, but here we go. The reciprocal is 25 over 7. Cosine's buddy is secant, and so this is negative 25 over 24. And tangent's buddy is cotangent, negative 24 over 7. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Good luck. Go practice. Go study.